I'm filming in my bathtub so that you can see the outside of this window because it's the best view in the apartment, and also it's kind of the most interesting thing about my apartment. I have a really nice apartment, it's just not that interesting. I'm going to be in wet clothes for the rest of today. The other day, a woman told me that I had beautiful, perfect skin, and while that was extremely heartwarming to hear from a complete stranger who I just met, it was also a little bit surprising because my skin has always been probably the thing that I disliked the most about myself physically. Pretty much always. I wouldn't say I have awful skin, but it's somewhere in between, and it's definitely less than perfect. She followed it up by asking me about my skincare routine because she said she had a teenage daughter with terrible skin that she was concerned about, and that also kind of touched me because a few months ago my mom might have been having the same conversation with a complete stranger of her own, talking about her teenage daughter, me, about my skin troubles, and it really got me thinking about our ideals of perfection and how completely relative they are. There are some people that we all perceive as perfect. I think it's probably going to be pretty difficult finding someone that doesn't think Scarlett Johansson is gorgeous, or Rose Huntington Whiteley, or Johnny Depp. Those sort of people all fit our ideals of beauty, but when it comes down to the things that we envy most about other people, it's always going to be different. And that whole conversation with that woman made me wonder, does Scarlett Johansson wish that she looked like someone else? I think when it comes down to it, everyone in the world is probably less than perfect in their own eyes. Even the ones that we see as the best of the best. And I think that's sort of really sad in a way, to think that there's nobody on the planet that's completely satisfied with themselves. But also it left me feeling maybe a little more confident in my own self-dislikes. If there a word for that, I feel like there's probably a word for that. And what it really comes down to is that nobody's perfect, nothing's perfect. Perfect is an idea. It's intangible and it's unreachable. It's just a thought that someone came up with once. And it gets molded in our own minds as we grow older and as we change as people. And what I think of as perfect today may not be the same tomorrow, and probably will be. But it probably will be different 5 years from now or 10 years from now. It's good to know that as I've grown as a person, my perceptions have grown as well. I like to think that they may be a little more sophisticated. This video doesn't really have any sort of life lesson or moral at the end, but I just kind of wanted to make something today, and I am a fundamentally lazy person, and filming my thoughts seemed a lot easier than painting. This is where I live. So that's pretty neat and pretty close to perfect. Alright guys, I hope you took something away from this, and if you didn't, then I'm sorry. I will try to do better next time. Go make something today, or make something out of today. Make something. You might think that this is a ring, but that would be a lie because it's actually the metal twist tie off a bag of bread.